Welcome back to Let's Play Rebuild 2. When we last left off, we had failed to recruit a survivor, which made me sad. However, this time around, we are encountering the Love Caravan! No, thank you, ladies. Get some real safety and protection. Alright, we have recruited Lone Gun Serena. Lone Gun Serena. That is a very strange name. Serena is not a name at all, but Lone Gun is a great given name. Serena is just a strange surname. Let us reclaim this area as quickly as possible. Eventually, we're going to need to get a school so we can start specializing. Ooh, a level 10 soldier. Now that's specialized. Now that we've done that, why don't we go into this laboratory and start a killing? Meanwhile, let us scavenge for scraps, because we're at that point in the game where every bit of food counts. And scavenge for more scraps. There's no food here, but we have a chance of getting some equipment. We found nothing, and we found very little. Yes. Not appreciated. Let us kill some zombies over here. These two schools... wow, I just realized that I almost made a joke about school shootings. I have no shame. Then again, just a minute ago I said that Serena was not a real name, so, yeah, that was never really in question. Ooh, the Gambler. Now this is a slightly small, okay, an incredibly small side quest. All I have to do is just keep tapping yes, so no matter how much food you lose, you're going to want to do this. Mooch! Mooch the Kitten is my favorite character. He's more equipment than character, but he's got the character of a character. We want to research zombie vitals as quickly as we can, because if we get bitten by a zombie, we are doomed. But at the same time, we want to reclaim these areas, just because they'll eventually fall back into the hands of the undead if we don't do so quickly enough. Oh, it's a vicious struggle. Last Judgment Gang. Yes, so essentially they're the Westboro Baptist Church if they ever snapped. But tish. Alright, now that our schools have been reclaimed, why don't we start getting some scientists, who apparently know how magnets work. Scientist training? Yes. For all the saliva that's building up in my throat, I'm starting to sound like Bane, except not as suave and British. We want that shotgun. Something I can't understand is why Bane is British when his backstory clearly portrays him as Middle Eastern. Maybe he lived in... well, no, that's not even true, because he was an adult at the time. Oh, Batman, you're so silly. No, we haven't got good enough scientists for that yet. Alright, let's do this. And, scientist training. Also, avoid flame wars about the newest Batman film. I liked it, but that was only my opinion. Some people say that it was not a worthy sequel to the original. I thought it was conclusive enough. But there we go. I'm talking about it some more. That's not acceptable. Oh, yes, it seems as if Major Cooper has been injured. Majorly. Yes, he's now recovering in the hospital. You can only have one survivor in hospital at a time, otherwise they need to get bed rest, which is slower. No, we do not want to give away our shotgun. We'll eventually get around to equipping it. 2 bits of equipment. Alright, so we don't have much that we should add to our armory. The Last Judgment Gang continues to be as ineffectual as possible. And let us continue training our scientists. Hold on. Yes, I have 3 science experience under my belt. I just can't believe I quantified science experiment like that. Or science experience. Let's see. Oh no, one of our scientists is injured. Let us let him recover. A chemistry set? That will come in handy. Let us give that to, let's say... no, not any of these 3. We want to give this as a get-well-soon gift to Billy Hall. There you go. Chemistry set. Oh, and while I'm thinking of it, I should give myself Mooch the Kitten. There we go. And we'll give someone else the wrench eventually. Ooh, the riffs. Chivalrous. I wonder what they mean by exotic weapons. Like maybe, you know, like a samurai sword, or perhaps I have no idea. Maybe they have a flail on a string of dead rabbits. That'd be exotic. In fact, someone should create that, except with not real dead rabbits, because I would not want to grab that. I would want to stay as far away as possible. But then again, that would be a good intimidation weapon. I'm surprised they haven't invented that yet. Our soldiers are getting better at putting them back in their graves. Alright, stealth is an important tool if you want to do a lot of missions. And if you don't want to do a lot of missions, why are you playing this game? Okay, this is a side quest that will come in handy, but at the cost of one of your laboratories. Dr. Byakuya, or whatever his name is, no one on Jay's game seems to be able to pronounce that. He will not allow you to use your lab. Ooh, a chemistry kit. That's another important item. And what's this? The City Hall. If you remember from the last game, that is one way to get an ending. We're going to want to not quite go there yet. But for now, let us go over here. And kill zombies in this laboratory, because we want to make up for the one we lost, because of Dr. Bjornborg. Oh, darn. See, this is what happens, Bjornborg. You stop us from researching our information on zombies, and people start dying. What did you expect, you crazy old Russian man? Well, I say Russian, but no one really knows his ethnicity. In fact, I think it's a plot point that you need to eventually discover what country he's from, because no one can quite figure out what he speaks. Now that we've gotten our laboratory, let us research stealth, and hope that whoever died was not a scientist. He was a scientist. He was an average fighter, but a brilliant scientist. Breaks my heart every time. Alright, science training. We don't have enough people. Oh well. Let us train them anyway. Those guys are just wasteful. And now I can't get the wasteful anthem out of my head. But for some reason I can't bring myself to hum it. I don't know why. Assistant demanded. Fine, you can have Long. We're not going to be seeing any more of him. He's going to be stuck on a permanent dead-end job with Dr. McPokeyman. Ooh, Wolf Thunder was injured. But we now have a better ability to hire around and stuff. I said hire around because I was too busy reading The Love Caravan. No, we do not want you hired. You're fired. That's the opposite of hiring. Yeah, that's what happens to George I almost said Jetson. Incidentally, if you're new to the Let's Play field, go watch The Runaway Guys. Both them and their individual channels. Professor Snake. That does not inspire confidence. Yes, let us reclaim this area. Especially this church, because it will give us a bonus to happiness. Something that we really need, because we're running low on it. Especially since we were just attacked. And Pyro was injured. The field? No, that's unacceptable. We demand suburbs. There we go. That's good enough. Unhappy survivors? Take that. We have a church now. You can't be unhappy. And if you're atheist, agnostic, or don't believe in whatever religion this church is practicing, too bad. You have to be happy. Happiness is mandatory. Wolf and dog. Fox and the Hound. This is something that you should not allow. Ever. If you do so, you will be slaughtered mercilessly. Alright, now that we have our lab, we should get the anti-venom, which I know is not pronounced antivnom. I made a mistake, okay? I've just never seen that word written out. Oi, 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 oi. You make one mistake, and suddenly every other day you got the mistake written up in your inbox. I do appreciate being reminded of my failures, though, in part because it helps me get better at what I do. You learn more by making mistakes than you do by making love to the Love Caravan. I don't know. I have no idea what I'm talking about anymore. Let's train these former farmers to be expert scientists. Sugar... They don't even know how you're supposed to pronounce that. No, Wolf Thunder, you're too important to be a scientist. Jackson Northway, you are a minor character. Anti-zombie science! Science! Yes, researching vitals is important because it gives you random events that will kill more zombies. Like the rifts. Better science for living in science. Actually, that was a good fanfic. Even if you're not a fan of the other franchises involved, if you're a Portal fan, you should go read Better Living Through Science and Ponies. What? I didn't say anything. Alright, Jackson Northway, I know you're a scientist, but you should go kill things. Where are we? No, you cannot have our saw. I saw 2. I saw 2. I saw 2. I saw 2 2. I saw 3. I saw 3 2 1. Kaboom. Waxinator. Go watch Waxinator. He is a good guy. Okay, we can recruit some survivors. And we have a high chance of doing so. I believe 95 is as high as you can get. No, not the Allmart. Not Serena, the one that's still not a real name. Because Lone Gun is not a real name. That was the joke. Get it? Ha 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 ha. Oh no. I think we were... Nope, that was just us adding land. Every time I see a new square added, I'm like, oh no, what did we lose? Because I can't quite place what it is in the half second before they attack. Alright, let us reclaim the defended Allmart. And while we're doing that, let's reclaim the big farm. Or just kill things in it. What have you. Anti-venom. It's not quite a cure, but it's close enough. Now, the random event by being bitten by a zombie will not kill you. It will only hospitalize you. Let's reclaim this area. There we go. And a graveyard. Functionally useless unless you've started the zombie church side quest. Which I will do in a later playthrough, but not this one, because I like winning. Ugh. Okay, the anti-venom will help advance that plotline. That is important. Now, while we're at it, let's kill zombies in this farm. There we go. What else to do? What now? Well, taking over a bar would help. It'd give us a happiness bonus, and we are in need of some. Anti-zombie science is always good. What else? Oh no, a horde. Okay, we got +5 to happiness from that, but we haven't gotten any happiness from killing zombies here. We need to actually own it first. Own it. I never really liked the Own It theme. Own It being a town in Earthbound, if you're unfamiliar. I always pronounce it Won It, because I'm not very good at speech. Anti-venom. We need more place to live if we're going to house any more survivors. Let us go there, and let's see, do we have any more useless squares? No, it does not appear we do. That forest will turn into a good suburbs eventually. You cannot have our shotgun, Gustav. Ooh. Enzo Gagnon. I won't complain. That's a good a name as any. Meanwhile, no, you already have good enough attack stats. Billy Hill, no, Matilda Gumfrey, you can have the shotgun. And let us reclaim this area. Ooh, that's a big graveyard. Yeah, we can't do anything with those. Not now or ever. Let's check our science team. Signaling would help us recruit more survivors. Preservation would help us not lose food in times of blight. Before we do any of that, we need some more houses. There we go. And a horde approaches. That's no good. Oh wait, I think he just said that we needed to go out and face a horde. No, wait, no. That's a random event that can happen while the professor is researching. He'll ask you to go out in front of the horde. Look for a town hall. There's one right there. There you go. But yes, you'll find that we have enough buildings to form our own society. And on that note, why don't we take a short break? This has been Let's Play Rebuilds 2, and in the next episode, more things will happen. I hope to see you then.